In this video, we're gonna start my 1977 Peterbilt 359 that's been sitting for 20 years. That's right, sitting for 20 years. We drug it home, and now we're gonna start it. Fuel. No, can't do it on my own.
Just a minute, just a minute.
There we go. What?
Feel the engine. The block heater works.
Ooh.
So we're laughing.
It's warm, guys. It's warm everywhere. Let me show you what we did. Okay, so first off, some of y'all in the last Will It Start video, which it didn't start in, you were saying, why are we putting stuff in here as far as starting fluid? But this is the air intake for your compressor that comes off the intake for the engine. So by spraying it in here, it's going right into the intake. So that's one thing. The other thing was this plunger. Oh, it actually does have a little bit of tension on it. So yeah, we need to pump that up.
That's because there's no fuel coming to it.
Yeah, because there's no fuel. There's no fuel there right now. So also, what I did in the tail end of the last episode is I topped it up with antifreeze, and it only took 3 gallons of antifreeze, 50-50 antifreeze, before it was full. So that's a great sign, because then it means there's antifreeze in it. So, and one of the things we were looking at that Dad pointed out is right here, there's like a lever on the pump. So that makes me think that that's a manual shutdown. So now I understand when he says manual shutdown, what he was talking about. And I thought it was a throttle, but it's not connected to this, which would be, that should be your throttle, which goes over there to a physical connection to the throttle pedal. That was a really bad French accent, just saying. I apologize to my French brothers and sisters. I actually don't have any brothers and sisters that are in France or French Canadian. Anyways, so anyways, I think Dad is right, and that is what that is. I've got a new fuel filter. Now, I had a new fuel filter last time, but it was a little bit different, and so I got one that's got a drain on the bottom. But the other thing, the thing that I started to tell you is, being that this is a Prince George log truck, it has a block heater right there. So we plugged it in, and it goes into the oil cooler, and the engine is warm. Like if we listen real quiet, you can hear the block heater working. I know, it's awesome. So even though it's 1 degree Celsius, which is like just above freezing, I'm not sure what that is in Fahrenheit, but yeah, it means the engine block is warm. So if we were ever to have good luck to start it, today is the day. Because, well, it's warm and the block heater's plugged in. So anyways, I'm gonna get a fuel filter. We'll put a new fuel filter on. I also got a transfer pump, because I thought about what if, because we got to get clean fuel into it, and Dad was thinking we pull this line off and put fuel in it there. And then I thought, what if I could hook a transfer pump to it? Huh? I don't know. It's a thought. Could work. I don't know. Maybe we could try it. So that's another thought. But anyways, let's, oh, and I got to get the batteries out. So I do get the batteries. We've had them on a slow charge, trickle charge. Dad tried fast charges and they kind of got a little bit, but they're okay. They're on slow charge. Trickle charge is what they are. So we're going to bring them out, set them on the ground, hook up the batteries. We're going to start it. That's what we're going to do. So I got some fittings, and what I was wondering is if we stuck one in the transfer pump and just turned it on a little bit to fill the lines, and it could suck fuel from through it.
Oh yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Now, where does that go? Oh, it goes. I think, well,
See, I'd leave that there line. Well, I was originally thinking of taking that off, but leave that line on and turn it to the ground so that if it starts to run, maybe it'll pump some shit out onto the ground.
yeah. Not that we would want to pump stuff onto the ground.
See, that's not the one you need. You need the one up top.
Yeah. Okay, well, I need the next size down, so I'll go see what I can find and get a pipe wrench too, or a filter wrench.
Isn't that on there just finger tight?
No, I tightened it up. This is a cheap,
I know, they don't work worth a darn.
but
I got one too.
oh, Motomaster. Oops.
We filled that, didn't we?
Yeah.
Is there any gone out of it?
No, it's right full,
Yeah, okay.
but I don't think I want to put it back.
Put between tires. Maybe.
My new O-ring on here first.
Yeah.
It's not right full, but it's pretty full. Actually, do you want to just pick that up and I'll just a little bit. That's good. There. So now we just need to figure out a hose.
See, I thought I'd just get an air hose and just wind it over here. On there. Up there.
Well,
Till we get it going.
even if we had the bucket down here, it's
Well, no, because you want it to siphon down. Because that's what the transfer
Yeah.
pump down there is a lift pump. It pumps, that pump brings it in the tank to air up to here, and then it goes into the big
yeah, right.
tank. So. I thought that would be the easiest.
Just need to find an air hose. This off. And I'm only going to do it up by hand this time. That fits a lot better. So now I just have to find a hose to fit on there to do this thing that Dad wants to do. So I kind of like the idea of the transfer pump, but you know what? Dad's the boss. You have a knife to cut this off?
Might even just want to gouge out the inside of it, maybe.
Ouch. Well, it's on there.
Like we just need enough to.
I was gonna put a hose clamp on it to hold it. I should put a new blade on this. It's all.
That's mine. That explains it.
Well, it's all covered in fiberglass, so.
Oh well.
So I would assume
Those should be thrown away every 3 months.
it's
anyways.
mine. Actually, you should wipe that first.
What we should have done is we should have. Well, actually, now that you got it on there, maybe we should take and get it siphoning, and then we'll put it back on.
Okay.
Okay, now I'll get it. Just suck on it.
I'm not sucking on it.
There. You see, now it's supplying fuel. Ah.
I would say it's working. Just got to get air out.
Actually, take that plug out. Okay, now go up. Okay. Okay, now up. Now down. Up. Down.
Well, you should pull it like it's working.
Yeah, okay. I just thought maybe it'd be sucking air in and out of that. I think maybe just a little tight.
I feel like I hear fuel or something going back into the...
Oh, okay, well, I'll just do it.
I guess that would be the return.
Probably.
Well,
Give her a whirl.
see what happens.
Let's just put this over the handle. Somehow.
So the other thing I did is I took the line coming from the pickup pump and I put it in a pail. So that way I catch the fuel so we don't make a mess. Okay, let's try cranking it over. And I'm also gonna put the glow plugs on first because like a lot of y'all said, I did try them last time, but you know, now the engine's warm. Turn the light switches on. Okay. Okay, here we go.
Oh, we're frying the post.
Which one?
The negative.
Oh. Shoot.
So there's something wrong there. But I got looking here. Like this one and this one are hooked together. And then this one and that one are hooked together. Wow.
Well, they're actually all hooked together because it's got a crossover line there. Like, see, it's this attachment post thing that melted, not the...
Yeah. Actually, just leave that off and try cranking it just for shits and giggles. Oh. This other one over here now is arcing.
Which one?
Over here. The other ground.
If I take... Where's that crescent wrench? And I mean, those adapter things are old too, so I mean, obviously it can't handle the current, but these are just crimped too, so I was gonna use these for Kenny to make battery disconnects, and then I realized that it really doesn't need battery disconnects because with no electronics they don't really go dead.
Let's see if we take that off and use the other one there. There we go. Tighten that thing down.
Okay, I guess we'll try it again.
And fuel siphoning out of the can into the fuel tank.
It's definitely better.
Yeah. Still didn't get any pressure. Want to give it a shot of starting fluid?
Sure.
Where is it?
I don't know. Probably on a bench. Okay, so I believe this is the return and this is the fill, and you can see as we pump, it's spitting, but the problem is it's spitting, but
Not pumping.
there's no fuel in it. So I'm gonna see if I can pull this off and kind of fill this line. Oh, that might. It's not sucking. Geez, I did so good at the beginning.
Here, just a minute.
Wow. It's gonna make a mess. What lines? Well,
That might be why that pump wasn't working too.
oh, there's fuel coming out of it.
So you just didn't suck hard enough on it.
Well, now there's fuel flowing, so I wonder. When I pump, it spits it out the other end, so it's probably safe to
Oh. Give her a whirl.
put this back on. Okay. 14th time's the charm. Okay.
Well, that's starting fluid doing that.
But it wasn't doing that before, so. Let me check my connections because I had a bit of a spark.
Did it spark again?
Yeah. Okay.
Like that's got a lot more effort to it now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna try it.
Yeah. Okay.
I just don't want to crank too long.
No.
Let me go get the battery charger and put on the batteries. Yeah. So air came out of two of them?
Yeah, the back two.
Ooh. Oh, I can turn the charger on. Put it on crank. Don't mind the sparks. It's fine. Here we go. Turn the key on. Here we go. Okay.
Okay, do a little more now. Okay.
Anything come out?
Did the back two. Nothing out of the other ones. Try it again. Okay, so never mind.
What was fuel coming out?
Yep, air coming out.
There's nothing coming out of that other.
No.
Of course, maybe it's got to suck it out.
Oh yeah.
Here, let me show you guys.
See here.
Okay.
That biodiesel doesn't taste nearly as good as the old diesel.
Yeah, we're using biodiesel.
It doesn't taste nearly as good.
Here you can see the boobies. Oh yeah, it's getting hard. That's a good sign. Oh, do you want to hold that?
You can tighten up the ones that fuel's coming. I don't know where.
Oh, just got easier. Just checking. Yeah. Oh, we still got. But it got easier again, so
Yeah.
now there's no bubbles.
Well, just tighten them all up then. Is that right? They're all loose except for the last two. And I was talking to a guy that had a shop. A friend of his was in the bed next to Marilyn in the hospital, and he's got a shop. And
Yeah.
he was saying if they got air in the system, they will not start. So.
I thought I cut my hand, but nope. Maybe I'll try cranking again.
Yep.
gonna try the glow plugs.
Yeah.
Okay. So I thought I would see if I can clamp it onto that other post. I probably should have tried this before, but you know. I don't know if it'll work or not. There. Okay.
She ain't gonna go. Try it again. Nope. See, 5 and 6 are pissing out fuel. So they're good. But the other two aren't. Or other 4, I should say. See, one you can see air coming out. And
Well, the good news, if there's something coming out, then it must mean that it's pumping.
yeah. Do it again. Nothing coming out of 2, 3, and 4. Right. is the washroom.
Okay, I'm gonna try transfer pump method. So I made a fitting thing. I know, it looks pretty good, doesn't it? And I'm gonna try hooking up to this rubber hose and hooking it up to my transfer pump to put some head pressure on it to hopefully force the air out, maybe? I don't know if it's gonna work, but right now we're striking out is what I'm saying. So let's see if I can make this work. So that in there, put a hose clamp on it. It's a bit of a fitting schmozzle. Okay, so this is the one that's going to go to there. My lines are a little hard and stiff from being outside in the cold. So we're going to make that go with fire. It's not really a hose clamp thingy fitting, but we're making it work. There, see? Worked. Now, put a hose clamp on that one. Like that. Dirt, Mike. Do I have another clamp over here? Yep. Yep, I do. There's that. Let's bring this down here. Ugh. Stick. That in there. Bring these over here. Okay, so that is on. And I need another hose clamp. Suck. Yes, it's gonna suck. Okay. Oh, shoot. Okay. Let's put a little power to it. Let's try cranking. I heard it. Actually, let's see if these tighten these lines. It started to fire.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Let's try her again. Fuel. Little plug. Fire in the hole.
Make them smoke. Make them smoke.
I don't even know if these glow plugs work, you know that?
What's that?
I don't even know if the glow plugs work. Okay.
Well, that didn't.
So what the hell happened there?
I don't know. Did you pull the hand throttle?
I was pulling on it to try and shut it off.
Did that shut it off or did it die?
I don't know. I turned the fuel off to it, so. Then I wonder with all the starting fluid if it was stuck in there.
It's highly possible. It's like a dual power steering wheel, isn't it? I tried getting a chunk of cardboard to put over the turbo, but I couldn't get it in there quick enough. What, did you shut this off?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it would shut the fuel off.
Yeah. See if it'll turn over. Just out of curiosity.
Oh. Well, it still turns over and makes oil pressure. Well, why don't we get a plate ready to put over the turbo? So,
Well, I was gonna say just try it now and see if it. I'll have to turn the pump off and then see if it.
well,
You should get something fairly skookum. I was gonna use that cardboard, but
I'll find a steel plate to put over the turbo so if it runs away again, we can stop it. With this power steering line or...
I got a mess here now.
Oh, it did pump fuel out of the tank. Okay. Well, let's see.
Turn that on. Well,
So it still cranks over. And what I'm wondering is either we pushed too much fuel into the cylinder so it took off, or maybe there was a bunch of starting fluid left. I don't know. We're gonna try it, and Dad's got a dead man's plate.
I'll give it a shot. I shut it off.
Oh, okay.
Because I like the amount of air that I give it is how high it was revving up.
Oh.
So I could give a little more air and it would rev up.
Oh, and this is loose too, so that could affect things. So why?
Well, did you pulled that hand throttle?
Yeah, I pulled this and then I came here and I tried pulling it too. Or pushing it. I was just getting the size.
But no, like depending on how much air I gave it as to how high it would rev up.
Yeah. Well, guys, it runs.
Of sorts.
It runs away, man. So I don't know.
There must be a governor stuck or something.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to do some research. I kind of want to start it again, but then...
Well, like I say, depending on how much air I give it, as to how high it revved up.
Yeah.
And I thought I'd let it run for a while, just...
Okay. Well, that's not a bad idea. Maybe it would free itself up a little bit.
Well, yeah.
Actually, you know what I should do? If we're gonna do that again, I'm gonna put some diesel additive in that diesel for the injectors and pump, and maybe it'll help. I don't know. It can't hurt, right? If you're game.
Oh, I don't care.
What's the worst can happen? We blow it up again. Well, not that we blew it up the first time, but... There we go. Yeah, just dump it. Oh, gosh. Okay. Should we try it again? Sure. It's the worst that can happen. Ooh! I think the worst already happened. Well, I don't know. I haven't put the thing over it. Oh, you haven't? No. Oh. Oh, you know what we haven't done? You know what this could be? I just thought of this. We've got the fuel pump on, pushing fuel through the system. Yeah. And the fuel pump is not doing it. And I just did that without using the lift pump. So I wonder if it's pushing too much fuel in it to make it run away because it's not.
That could be.
Maybe we should hook up the...
Try it. The hell? Pumping fuel out of the tank. Remember, Stubby, we started it with old fuel. Your little wrench is under your foot too. You don't have to worry about having a mess. We got one already.
It's fine. It's fine. You know what I think I'm going to do? I'm just going to dump this fuel into here.
Yeah.
Because we know it's returning into here, so... Oh wow, and the tank's like out of fuel now. It's probably because all the fuel's in there, so...
You say it's out of fuel?
Yeah. Maybe I should bring Duke up and pump some fuel out of him into here.
Well, let's just see if this thing goes first.
Okay.
I mean, you can.
These flippin' jerry cans are. But yeah, I'm thinking like, what if that fuel transfer pump was pushing fluid in past the pump?
Well, that's highly possible too. I don't know.
Well, if you don't know.
Okay.
And we know the power steering pump works.
And we also know there was water in the power steering fluid. It was pink,
Yeah, well.
not red. I wouldn't dump that back in the tank.
He's a little
I would.
little brown.
I mean, I don't know.
Well, there's no sense putting it in there when I could put good fuel
Yeah,
in it.
well, if it'll fire up and run on good fuel.
Well, let's just try it again. We'll try again.
We don't have much starting fluid left.
You ready?
Yep.
Controlling the air. So it wants to run away again.
Now I'm only giving it a little bit of air.
Ah. Well, the good thing is we have oil pressure. The pyrometer's at 7. That's interesting. 1100 RPM. Throttle does nothing. Doesn't feel like we're making air. I think this truck has more issues than I would like to admit, but But she's running strong at 70 pounds of boost, 1400 RPM. See, and I think this should be a manual shutdown, but nothing happens. That should cut the fuel or whatever, but it's picking up out of the tank now. Can hear it making air. Air making air and leaking somewhere.
Smoked out here.
Yeah. It doesn't seem to have really much of any blow-by,
Which is good. But I wonder if maybe the seal and the turbo's gone that's sucking oil in.
You'd almost think you'd be able to manipulate the throttle though and have it rev.
It won't, because it's burning the oil from the turbo, if that's what it is. Because if you dump straight engine oil into the engine, it'll run away.
It's running on something.
Got enough?
I think so. You want a rag to stick over that last little bit? It runs! I don't know what it's running on.
Well, I'd say it might be the turbo.
Yeah?
Let's look at the soot.
But why would... Or is the soot coming through it? Would it be sucking it?
Well, it's obviously putting soot into the intake.
Huh.
How's the oil level, just out of curiosity? Or do you know?
I don't know. Here, you hold this. It's black.
Oh, yeah, probably blacker than the inside of a cow. It's right up.
Yeah.
Mind you, we
It's
haven't...
not over full,
No,
so that's good.
but it's got to be sucking... I'd almost lay money that it's sucking oil from that turbo.
Of course, because that's not...
Basically, because there's soot there on this side.
Yeah, how could it have soot on this side? Unless it was like sucking it right through the...
Well, there's so much exhaust that...
I don't know. Guys, we need your help. Why is the engine running away? Take a look. There's soot on the dead plate, and it's now sooty in the turbo. Or is that oil on there? At least it's not. No, that does look kind of...
I'd lay money on it that the seal's gone on the turbo, and it's sucking turbo oil from the turbo into the motor. Methinks.
So now, I wonder. Well, I wonder what we do. I don't know what to do now. I don't know if I put a new turbo on it right away, or whether you like
Well, let's
pull it off and...
Let's pull that pipe apart, or take the cover off the other side, and just have a look in there.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean, Vern?
I know what you mean. I think this might have to be it though, because I don't know that there's much point in keeping going tonight. I don't know.
We made a big mess already.
Yeah.
Well, it's now almost dark. Well, quarter to dark.
So I need to make some power steering lines. Get some power steering fluid.
Well, you figured that thing's full of water anyways, so...
Yeah.
Or I would figure.
I wonder if that's why it didn't want to start very well. I don't know. I was just wondering if, because I mean, I would have thought it should have ran on starting fluid when we gassed it with that, but...
Well, I don't know. Let's just pull this plate off. Ah, maybe not. It's gooey.
Yeah.
It's gooey.
I'll have to degrease this sucker and wash it, and
But we know it runs.
yeah, we know it runs.
So whether, I would almost lay money on that it needs a turbo. Almost. But then I've been wrong with a few things.
It actually, well, in theory, it worked up to the, well, I don't know what the governor is, but it was reading 3,000 RPM.
But clean the carbon out.
But you know what? Clint said that the last winter he drove this truck, it was hard starting. And then you wonder, maybe it was sucking oil and it was making it hard starting?
Oh, who knows? Depends on how the cam is set and how they, you know.
Yeah.
Because that's obviously been a custom built engine. And what they did to it, who the heck knows? I'm going to put that intake pipe on before.
Well, and I'm just surprised that, well, the fact that we couldn't shut it off tells me that either it had an unlimited supply of fuel or, like you say, it was running on oil.
I think it was running on oil personally.
And since there's blackness on the intake side of the turbo, that's got to be what it was running on.
I would lay money on it, but The hell do I know? All we have to do is pull this intake pipe off and we'll know right away. But
Yeah. All right, that's it. Stay tuned for the next one. Couldn't have planned this if I tried. I don't know what I would be planning for, but it was supposed to snow today and it didn't. So now it's time to get back to work on Stubby and Smokey. We might wash this bad boy one of these days, but I don't know. It's going to be weather dependent because there's cold weather coming in. If it warms right up. Actually, I thought about doing it tonight, washing it, but this took longer than expected. And I wasn't really planning on it running away like that. So anyways, guys, take care. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. Subscribe down below. We'll see you in the next one. Well, let's clean this up.